These are the Sennheiser Accentum. Finally, I've had them on my head for quite some time. I know that's not how the saying goes, but saying I've had them on my mind doesn't really work for the pun. But anyways, I've been using them for almost 2 months now, and I think it's time to finally reveal how it fared in my 6-part test for headphones. Let me just give you a teeny tiny intro before showing you what's inside the box. Now, Sennheiser doesn't need any introduction. Whatever comes out of their lab pretty much dominates in their weight category in terms of quality and performance. The Accentum is no different. This is their mid-range headphones boasting of 50 hours of battery life and active noise cancellation, ANC for short. Now, these are the 6 things that I look at and you should too when getting a new pair of headphones. Design, sound quality, connectivity, controls, battery life, and microphone. There's a 7th as well, but it doesn't really apply to all of headphones, so depending on a model, I look at that. It's latency, by the way. Now, let's do some unboxing and get this review started. Now, it comes in a very Sennheiser box, a big picture of Accentum along with some key features on the front. It comes with a 2-year warranty and is made for Apple, but works totally fine with Android as well. Also Windows, pretty much any device actually. Inside the box, we have the headphone, and let me do this first. Alright, other than the headphones, we have a USB-C charging cable along with a user manual and some safety tips paperwork. Let's talk about the design first. Now, this is textbook minimalism. Classic Sennheiser design with a touch of curvy elegance, I would say. The outside of the headband is well-crafted plastic with Sennheiser branding on either side. Inside is well cushioned. This combination of plastic and cushioning repeats itself on the ear cups as well. Now, they can extend to accommodate different head sizes, and the cups can rotate 180 degrees if you want to hang it around your neck or for easy storage. Now, they don't fold, however. The design is comfortable enough to be worn for hours without causing any fatigue to the ears or head. All the buttons are on the right headphone. You have the volume buttons with the multi-purpose play button in between, a power button, a USB-C charging port, and an LED. The buttons have sort of a plasticky, clicky sound. I mean, not the buttons themselves, but the click sound. But again, it's the sound quality that matters most here. Now, if I were to pick a pair of headphones from 10 choices based on design only, I would go for this one straight away. If you've watched my videos for some time now, you'll know how big a fan of simplicity I am, and this design just resonates perfectly with me. Let's move to connectivity now. You press the power button for a couple of seconds until the LED starts blinking red. Then you go to your device and connect it from the Bluetooth settings. That's it. Only, that's not it. Go to your app store and download the Sennheiser Smart Control app, and this just takes controlling the headphones to a different level. Speaking of the speed of connectivity, it is instant. The moment the Accentum is powered on, it will immediately connect to the last 2 devices at the same time, and you can control which 2 devices from the app. Now, the app is very well laid out, and pretty much all of the features on the headphones can be controlled from the home page. Let's talk about the sound quality. Firstly, I would like to make my position very clear here. I'm not an acoustician or a sound engineer. They'd be able to nitpick each and every high and low in here. I'm a normal person. I hear sound, I describe sound. And to me, it sounds incredible. I mostly use it for video editing and occasionally to listen to or watch something on my laptop. And what I've heard so far is very impressive. It is impeccably crisp and clearer than most crystals. The bass is dense and thunderous, just how it should be. It's not just the sound quality though, it's the ability to customize the sound to your liking, which makes it stand out for me. From the Smart Control app, you can use the equalizer setting to fine-tune the sound to your liking, depending on what you're listening to. Or you can choose from the presets like bass boost for more intense bass or podcast mode for enhancing speech clarity. You can create sound zones with different sound settings. Now, let me explain. On a map, you can select a location like your work, gym, home, up to 20 different locations, and then customize the headphones sound based on the ambient sound there. Like you can select an equalizer preset and noise cancellation settings, and as soon as you enter that location, it will automatically apply those sound settings for you and revert back to the ones which you set for leaving the place as soon as you leave the place. Now, next is active noise cancellation, and this is my favorite feature of these headphones. So you have the ANC mode, which is essentially blocks out all external sound to quite a high degree. You can still hear like a shadow of what's happening outside, but it's very effective. And then you have the transparency mode, which is basically it lets in the ambient sound when you want it. Now, this is the mode I usually prefer. As I've said many times before, I don't like the deafening effect of some headphones. This just feels more natural to me. In fact, I'll even edit most of my videos in the transparency mode, in quiet places, of course. But the moment there is some chatter outside, I'll turn on the ANC and it's just like I've sandwiched my head between two big fat pillows. The mode switch still gets me every time. Now, when the ANC is on, it feels like being underwater. Your hearing is muffled by the water. You can hear murmurs of the world above. And then you switch to transparency and all of a sudden it's like you just surfaced and all the sounds of the world just start flowing in. That's how that feeling is. Moreover, if there is wind outside or a fan or air conditioner running close by, you can go into the noise cancellation settings and turn on wind noise reduction to get rid of that. To sum it up, I feel noise cancellation feature in these headphones is simply top notch. You know, when you're talking on the phone and talking to someone using those silicone tipped deafening earphones, you can't hear yourself back. It's kind of disorienting to me. It feels like you're talking through a bloated throat like a toad. Well, the side tone feature on the Accentum helps with that. It cycles your voice back through the microphone to give you a more natural feel while talking over the phone. And you can of course set the level of this as you like. Also, you don't have to open the app every time you want to switch between noise cancellation and transparent mode. You can do it by pressing the power button twice. Double press, noise cancellation is on, double press, and it is off. Along with this, you can also control pretty much everything from these buttons here. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you've got the basics like volume up and down, and then the center button is multi-purpose, so you can use it to play, pause your content, press it twice or thrice to skip backwards or forwards, and also use the same button to take or end calls. And finally, the power button when pressed once will summon Siri or Google Assistant depending on the phone you're using. Pretty damn comprehensive. Now we've covered design, connectivity, sound quality, and control. Let's have a look at the battery life and microphone. Now, the advertised battery life is 50 hours on a full charge, and a 10 minutes charge gives you 7 hours of playtime. Now, I haven't really counted the hours on each use, as I usually charge it when it reaches like 30 or 40%, so it doesn't die on me mid-project. But I will tell you this, I charged it to about 85 or 90% and used it for 4 video edit sessions. Each one can take me about 6 to 8 hours minimum, and along the way there were times when I forgot to switch them off, so they stayed on for hours or maybe days on end. I might have also happened to have watched some episodes, and after all of that it is at 40%. I'd say that's a lot for one charge. I think it's great for taking on short trips, as you don't have to worry about charging it along the way, and even if you do, a USB-C cable is all it takes. For the microphone, I'm going to be doing a record test, so here we go. Alright, the audio is now being recorded by the inbuilt microphone in the Accentum, and I have recorded a clip and played it back to myself. I was mildly surprised by how good and true to my voice it actually is, and that too without like a microphone extension or anything like that. I mean, if someone does actually find a problem with this, then they're probably comparing it to the wrong device. End of the day, this is not a shotgun microphone, it's a wireless pair of headphones. And for what it's worth, it's actually doing a pretty good job. Now, this is, however, a very quiet place. I don't have much behind me except the lingering sound of air conditioning, I guess. So let's step outside on the street and see how it sounds over there. All right, so now I am outside on the street. I've got cars, people, bikes, basically all the elements of the city around me. Now, while I'm wearing the headphones, I can't hear much because they're doing a very good job at noise cancellation, but I have recorded and heard back myself. It is doing, trying to do its best to isolate the voice. The voice does come through, but you can also hear pretty much all the noise of the background significantly. It's not like reducing that to a significant degree or anything like that. But anyways, this is how it sounds. You be the judge. Let me know in the comments below what you think and how it performed. Alright, it is finally time to wrap it up. I think for a mid-range set of headphones, it does an excellent job of producing some really high quality sound, and paired with a well laid out control app, it makes it totally worth the price. The active noise cancellation is super potent and works like a charm. Great battery life, and not to forget the dashing design. I'm happy to say it has passed through almost unscathed through my 6th level headphone test and emerged victorious. I'll leave a link in the description box below in case you want to check it out. Alright, that's it for now guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share the video, subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. Click on the thumbnails on the screen to watch my other videos or check out my YouTube channel for more. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.